So basically what we've got is the opportunity under open banking. We now have the opportunity to basically use alternative forms of banking. And one of those is going to become is banking on the blockchain. And so that gives us great advantages if the blockchain is a decentralized blockchain, which this one is. And I believe that these people this is bringing out something that will be basically pretty much a first in the world. They're right leading the pack as far as how how we'll be able to transact and bank in the future. It's called Trustify, and it's basically going to be everything that we get now with a traditional banking app, but with all the benefits of a blockchain. So we'll be able to get like statements for the accountant and all of that, and you'll be able to do your regular banking either on your phone or on your computer. But your money is not stored with any third party. It will be stored on the blockchain in a decentralized way, which means that you've got custody over your money and you will have it secured with basically the privacy that we need. And they say here that like Airbnb didn't invent hospitality and they own no properties. Uber didn't invent taxis and owns no cars. Trustify is similar in that it doesn't own the phones or the computers, but it allows us to do transacting and to do banking without having to own the actual hardware. So that is like that's basically a merging of finance and software, which is kind of what decentralized finance is. That's what why we do crypto is really just a merging of technology and finance. But this is like a more specific. This is more like a specific project that has come out of that, and basically, as they say here, what is a bankless account? It's where technology evolves and changes lives. Today, you can finally get benefits similar to the best digital banks. In other words, easy transfers, multi-signatures, statements, multi-currencies, debit cards, and more without the pain of traditional finance. So some of the benefits of that include you own your money, financial freedom in the sense that you are in control of your own money. And Trustify is a software, not a bank. They meaning the founders, they cannot access our money or invest it for their own goals. Your assets are in your digital wallets and only you can use them. And because it is in your digital wallet, you can stop using Trustify anytime without losing your wallet or your assets. It is your money, not ours. That's the way it should be. Transfers are immediate and without borders. You can transfer any sum anywhere in the world within minutes, sometimes within seconds, and usually for a fraction of the cost. So, with traditional banks, the cost is high and it sometimes takes a while to do the transfer, especially if it's overseas. With PayPal, the costs are high. That's more fast, but it's completely centralized. Money transfer systems are both high in cost and takes a while to send it. And with decentralized finance, the cost is low and it's fast. So it basically meets all those ends. Nobody is able to freeze your account. And again, it's not the creators, not the founders. And I've done a lot of due diligence on the founders of this business, and they are of a very high level, high integrity. Your assets are in your digital wallet. We provide easy to use software, but we are not a bank. We can't freeze your assets. Nobody can. Debit cards, bank details, and other traditional fiat services where available are provided by third parties and subject to the traditional rules. So while the money is in your decentralized bank, it's completely safe. But when you have to put it into a debit card, then obviously then you're going out into a third party. It's leaving your wallet. So in those instances, what we say is you can just transfer over what you need on the day. You don't store your funds on the card. You store your funds in the wallet or in your bankless bank, and you just simply, you can manually put the amount that you want put on the card as and when you need it. It also can come with a business account, with a corporate account, and with a multi-signature account, which means that, if you've got, say, two partners, you both have to sign a transaction in order for the transaction to go through. If you're sending money somewhere, then you have to both sign. And you can get a business account as well, like a corporate account. And you can add in your business partners, managers, bookkeeper, and all of that. And they can have restricted rights to certain things that they do. In other areas, then you block them so that they can't see, other sensitive stuff. Yeah, so most banks make this painful or impossible. Most crypto wallets ask you to share your secret keys with your team so that you can do it. That gives control of your assets to someone else. With Trustify, you are in control, and it's really, really quite simple. So you can have joint accounts with your children or your significant other. You can have family type accounts. That's also possible, all under the one account. And you can set it up on your mobile, on a desktop, tablet, or any browser. So you can connect anywhere on any device. And you can spend with a debit card, and that's going to be a real game changer for us, where we can actually use and spend our crypto anywhere in the world on any EFTPOS machine. So that is going to be really cool. As I say, you'd only spend on it what you need, and then that way, you're not revealing all your funds to the operators. There's still going to be third party involved in the card, so it's important to know that basically you don't put all your money in there. Bankless works best with your own wallet. And yet, if you want to buy a pizza or a car, you probably need dollars, euros, or another traditional currency. That's why we are expanding our partnership to provide worldwide customers with traditional tools such as debit cards and bank details, and get the best of both worlds. And what you can do is, when you use your card, it automatically converts the crypto that's in your wallet to the comparative amount in fiat, no matter what country you're in. So that's really pretty amazing. You can track your finances and cash flow in real time. Totally in control there. You can also get what's called a short wallet name. You can actually name your wallet with your own personal name. Instead of this long code, you can just if you give somebody your names, like in this example that they've used as Anna.wallet. So you just tell them this is where you send the funds, and it will turn up in your wallet. So that's a lot simpler way to receive the funds. And so you can name it with your own name. You can name it with a business name or a nickname or whatever you like. Um, as they say here, nobody likes taxes, that's for sure. But, basically, unfortunately, I think we are going to have to pay some tax on it. This is not really, we're not trying to necessarily be tax avoidance, but what we can do is tax minimalization. But, we'll have to, we know that the tax situation is like basically daylight robbery, but hopefully we're gonna get some relief there. But anyway, there is going to be some, especially if you're using it as a business account, you're not going to be able to, avoid it. And basically, you can connect other wallets to it. What you do is you import the wallet into, say, your MetaMask, and so then it's mirrored. Basically, you can mirror this wallet with another wallet, and then it just makes it sometimes easier for the transacting. Or you can just use the wallet that they give, which is perfectly fine, and keep it separate. I probably suggest that you keep the wallet separate and don't import it into another wallet, because it's just adding another layer of complexity, and it's also exposing your funds to another wallet, which you don't really have to do. So yeah, so basically, this is a huge market. They say here 567 banks have failed in the US alone since the beginning of the century. And we know in the last few years, there's been several dozen banks have failed. It's really escalating. And so what they're saying here is that crypto fanatics may not agree with us, but we don't think that decentralized finance will kill banks. These guys think that banks will pivot to become crypto custodians, and they will, even though they'll miss out on a lot of fees, I think some banks will go. There will be other. I'm sure banks are going to get involved in decentralized finance. In fact, I know that they are. So we're going to have to share the space in some areas with them. You cannot just eliminate them. They're too all pervasive to do that. But we can at least start to share in the economy and reduce our fees and have maybe a greater passive income from our crypto. So as they say, if a bank fails or freezes your account, you can keep going by using decentralized wealth until the banking crisis is solved. And even if there's a cyber attack, there's still very much a strong belief in these guys that we'll still be able to use our crypto. And I think that money on the blockchain is going to be far safer than money in a bank in a cyber event. That's definitely true. Then they're talking here about the unbanked. There's a lot of people that are unbanked in the world. So these guys are also taking they're taking this to the world and everywhere. Also, there is an investment opportunity in the bank as well. If people were interested, you could actually invest in as an investor in Trustify as well, which that is coming in October. They're going to open up investment opportunities. So they say here 2 billion people don't even have a bank account, but most of them have a mobile phone. And so they are going to be targeting these people. And they say this is not a problem limited to emerging economies. Even in the US, there are 21.5 million people unbanked or underbanked, with 5.9 million totally unbanked. Every month, the unbanked spend as much on banking expenses as they spend on food, which is completely ripping them off. So that's what I've said before, is a lot of this blockchain innovation is being driven by need from developing countries. It hasn't been instigated and initiated by the West in a large degree. So there they say, how could they have banking expenses if they don't have a bank account? Because they are forced to pay premium prices for money transfer services and don't have access to e-commerce, insurance, or more. 2 billion people could get a decentralized wallet today if the software is easy to use. That's why Trustify was founded. And when many unbanked in the same geographical area start using decentralized finance and show healthy revenues, we can pitch the traditional banks and cards to extend their services to this huge new market. Together, we can have a real enduring social impact all around the world. Typical customer, unbanked and underbanked, most residents from emerging economies, and the less fortunate in wealthy countries. Typical use, bankless account as the first step in financial inclusion, and later we could use the bankless cash flow as a proof of financial stability to apply for traditional banking and card services. I think also another typical customer in the West will be people like us who want alternatives to bail-ins and declining value of our money and the dangers of CBDC. I mean, these are all other real concerns, and that's a big driving factor for a lot of us. So what they say here is that you can just join up as a free member. To join up, you just need a link. I have a link, so if anyone wants to join up, you need to join up by the link. And you can initially just get an account for free simply by putting in your email. But if you like anything free these days is basically inherently it's basically well, except for this, you can get a free account, but free social media and free things, many free things that are offered in the centralized world come with a great price. And that price is our data, and our money is basically open slather, and we have no security and privacy there. So these guys are offering, you can pay $497 US, and you get lifetime membership for this bank, for the bankless bank or the bank. And for that, you get a joint account, you get a personal account, and you get a corporate or business account as well. You can basically get 3 accounts under 3 wallets or 3 accounts under the one membership. And there's only 50,000 life plans available. Once they're sold, they're gone. And then from there, I think they're gonna go to an annual fee. You have to pay an annual amount every year to be a subscriber. So that's kind of, there is an offer. And also it's not a multi-level marketing, but you can get a referral fee. It's just a flat level playing field. You get a one-off. What you can get $100 US for anybody else you bring into the bank. Even if you're a free member, you can get $50 US for bringing someone into the bank, which is pretty good. So it's not a downline. It's not a vertical downline or binary. It's basically a flat, it's a horizontal line. So it's simply one level. And so it's not multi-level market. Yeah, so that's basically, Trustify. If anyone wanted this presentation, I can give it to you. If you want the link, just let me know, and I'll happily send it to you. It's based on, basically customer. It's word of mouth, basically. That's how it's evolving. And the beauty of this is it's going to be like a one-stop shop. You're gonna literally have a decentralized wallet and a banking services and ability to spend and a fiat component as well as crypto and a few choices of crypto. You'll be able to swap your crypto over. And yeah, basically it will have a routing number and an international banking number, which means that any other bank, if you're sending money from another bank to this, then they will see it as just another bank because it's going to have all the banking numbers. So that's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool offering. So yeah, so as I say, it is officially launching in December. The wallet is able to be used now. You can use the wallet, but you cannot use the card or the fiat component. It isn't live yet. So you just got to bear that in mind. You're going to have to wait till December before full functionality. If you wanted to purchase it, you can just use a credit card. You don't have to use crypto. Or if you were a bit more adept, you could send crypto to the wallet and then you could pay it in crypto. So that's also possible. It's on the Ethereum. It's an Ethereum-based wallet. So you pay in Ethereum crypto. I think they've covered most things there. But if you've got any other queries, feel free to ask me in the chat in my messenger or Telegram or Messenger, and we can carry on a conversation there. I'm also going to do a bit of a I'm going to be doing a talk offline. I'm going to do an offline talk where I'm going to go into it there as well on the 7th of September. So that's just in Auckland. So yeah, so that's that. Now I'm just going to think what I can do about this. I'm going to try again and see if I can link to the see if I can link to my computer. No, it doesn't want to do it. So sorry about that, because I was going to show you Token Pocket. Sort of thrown me off as to what else we can do. We've kind of gone through the Exodus wallet. I mean, we can talk a bit about hard wallets as well. We promote, I'll see if I can bring up the website. Bear with me. I'll bring up. It's called Descent. Is not what I was after. Yep, this is what I'm after. So this is a biometric wallet. You can get a biometric wallet, which means you use your thumbprint or your fingerprint in order to be able to access your wallet. So that's a pretty secure way to go. And these hard wallets they're called hard wallets because they're a physical thing that looks like that. Or they're also called cold wallets because they're offline. They basically are a way to store your crypto offline, which is a far better way to go. And I like this wallet, so I've decided to promote it. It's basically you also need to download an app on your phone as it works in conjunct with the app. And what you can do is you can once you're in the app, you can alternate between the hard wallet and the app wallet. So you could use the app for receiving funds, and then you can have that as a slush fund, and you put your longer term storage crypto in your cold wallet. You're basically putting anything in there that you want to just put away for longer term. You don't want to touch it. So it's quite an easy wallet to use, relatively easy. Sometimes the hard wallets can be a bit confusing at first setting them up. For me to be able to do that, I'm going to need to find a way to share my phone, because it's very hard to show you how to set up a hard wallet online. It really requires physical contact, but it comes with all the instructions, and it's not too hard. It's just a little bit onerous in the way, like you've got to learn how to use the actual hard wallet, and you basically got to use these buttons to choose the letters, and then you confirm it. So this little thing here, this if I go back here, the this thing here in the round ring in there in the middle, you've got the OK button, you've got up and down and back. And so it's just simply moving up and down through the alphabet or through the numbers. And you've got to confirm your 24-word seed phrase. It's actually got a very long seed phrase of 24 words. And you basically, you have to go through that to confirm the words that they give you. You have to confirm it back. That's probably the most onerous thing. It can work completely separately. It works with Bluetooth. So you Bluetooth your phone with the wallet, and then you can basically that's how you sort of it's got to work in conjunct with your app on your phone and the Bluetooth. What else can I say? It supports a large range of tokens. Quite a few tokens, many tokens, probably the most amount of tokens I've seen on a hard wallet. And yeah, you can always go to this website if you needed help. But the cold wallets, there's others as well. There's the Tangem wallet, which is a card. The Tangem is we can go to Tangem as well. The hard wallets are very good, particularly for people who have got quite a bit of crypto. When you're starting out, a good decentralized app wallet is suffice. And I suggest that people get comfortable probably using that in the early stages anyway. But if you're putting in a reasonable amount of money, or you want to sort of hit the ground running, then you might want to get a hard wallet. And as I say, they can come as a card or as a biometric. There are quite a few other hard wallets on the market now. There's quite a few to choose from. Let's see if I can get this site up a bit quicker. But I really like, they're all pretty much of a muchness in many ways, but Tangem is another good wallet, as I say, that uses a card that you scan your phone with. I use both. I have both a Decent and a Tangem. The Tangem is pretty easy. I have to say, it is quite easy and convenient, and it's possibly a little bit easier than the Decent, but it depends on the individual people. So also there's another one called Trezor, Trezor. And then the initial hard wallet was one called Ledger. It was called Ledger. It's Ledger, and there's a smaller version called Nano and a larger version. But the Nano only holds 2 or 3 tokens. That isn't so convenient from that point of view. So yeah, it's really just much of a muchness, really, and as far as I think security goes, but they're fairly close in price, but it's really just a matter of what suits you. So as I say, cold wallets are probably not so easy for if you're doing lots of transactions and sending in and out. The cold wallets are just good for cold storage, and I don't recommend you it's a bit of a hassle. You can use the apps. You can use Exodus Wallet or Atomic Wallet or Token Pocket for just regular transactions in and out. Some people are like, doing a bit of trading, a bit of casual trading, taking profit and that sort of thing. Some people are in projects. There's some people in a few investment projects where they're earning some money and that sort of thing. So the apps are good for receiving that, and then you can store any any of your crypto longer term in the cold wallets. Um, I just having a look at the chat. Actually, I noticed there's a bit of chat. Yep. So there's quite a lot of interest in the what I'll do is I'll see if I can get I'll get the link and I'll put it in the chat and then you can grab it from there. I just got to get it off my phone. And then what we can do is we can have a little group session if you want where I help you set it up. But it is actually very easy. You don't even need you don't need a password. Every time you log in, you have to give a one-time password that is sent to your email. So that's for a good secure way of doing it as well. So yeah, it's quite good like that. So yeah, I'll just send this. Bear with me while everything's so slow. It's incredibly slow. Okay. I can actually show you. Actually, what I can do is after this, what I'll do is I'll show you how I do log in. So yeah, so I've just put Trustify link in the chat, so you feel free to go in there and copy it and uh, paste it in. So what I'll do is I'll show you actually how easy it is. So I'll just have to share the screen again. But once you click on the link, it'll take you to it'll take you to this, and then you just put in your email address. Submit that, and then it sends a code to the email. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to come through. Hmm. Try again. This one might be easier because I've got nothing in it, so it'll show you how to sign up better. Okay, it's come through. So then I just put in the code, and I say it's different every single time. And then you'll get confronted with a screen like this, and it will as I see, you can see the debit card is grayed out, so it's coming soon. It will record all transactions. You have your wallets there, and you see I can add another wallet if I want. I've got my main account, and you can add another one, and I'm pretty sure you can add. Once you sign up, you'll be able to add a third wallet as well. And see here, it says here, get your legacy. You would click on that. I don't want that. See, it's picking up that it wants to connect to my MetaMask. But so, yeah, that's a pain. I don't necessarily want to do that. Now I've lost myself where I was. So yes, you would simply just click on get your legacy, and it will just ask you to put in your oh, here it is over here on the right. So you get a pro account. So they're going to be charging looks like $60 a year will be the annual rate. Once if you don't get a lifetime, that's how much you would pay, is $60 US a year. You'd also get one corporate account or joint account. Sorry. And that's they reckon that's going to be $300 a year. And you'll get a short name, ENS short name. That's where you can choose your name of your wallet. And you'll get double commissions. You'll get $100 instead of $50 US for being a paid up lifetime member. And then you just click subscribe, and you can pay by crypto or you can pay by card. And with the card, it takes to the end of the following month for them to approve it. It takes a while because of chargebacks, because banks have the ability to cancel. But it hasn't happened actually. Most everything's pretty much gone through because this company are very switched on. But you could pay by crypto if you had $497 in Ethereum. You need Ethereum in here. Then you could just choose crypto and then you just pay. And that's really all there is to it. And sending and receiving funds is going to be super easy, just like using a regular banking app. You'll have all these things down here. You can see they've got Ethereum. They will be adding more tokens, but they just have Ethereum at the moment. And all the transactions will be recorded. You can hold NFTs in here as well. They're the non-fungible tokens, like the collector's things and digital certificates. and then you just go to the wallets, is where the wallets are. You can put contacts in here, people that you regularly send money to. You can put them in there. This is where you, as a free member, see it says that you can earn $50 USDC. Whereas if you are paid up, then you can earn $100. And then settings, just basically your email and your wallet address. And really, there's not a lot else to it. It's actually really quite simplified. And that's the whole idea, is they're trying to make it so that it basically is as simple as our regular online banking. And you wouldn't even know that you're using crypto, except for the fact that you're going to get a ton more privacy, and you're going to get a ton more, control over your money, and more financial freedom. So that's really what it's all about. Yeah, so that's pretty much gone to the hour now. So if anyone's got any questions, I'll feel free to unmute yourself, and because I know sometimes it's a good way to get your question answered. It's just directly. So if you want to ask a question, feel free, and that's whatever you like.
Hi, Tony. Peter.
Yeah. Hi, Peter. How are you?
When it's on the Decent, which I've got and am setting up, what local currency should we set in Decent? I think I heard you say US, or do you just put our
I usually keep it at US.
Yeah, I thought you said
we're
that.
buying and selling in US. All crypto's quoted in US. So I think it's easier just to keep it to US myself.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's up to you. You could set it to Aussie dollars, but yeah, it's a personal preference there.
Yeah, Peter, just for the wallets for the D Bank, so they just give you a wallet. You don't have to put your own wallet in there.
That's right. They will give you the wallet. Yep, exactly. And I suggest you just use their wallet. It's just as good as anyone else. And don't link it to MetaMask or another wallet. Yeah. As soon as you put in your email and you get the code and you go in, you are immediately assigned a wallet.
And that I got the screen. What does it say? You say create wallet. Is that what you click on?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. You say, create wallet. That's right. Sorry. Because I've already created the wallet. Exactly. Right. You just say create wallet and ignore, and then you should be into the straight in. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. No worries. Anyone else? You've got plenty of time to think about it. There's no panic, at this point, although of course everything is changing pretty fast and the world is we're definitely on the precipice of some major change, but I don't feel pressured or, we don't want to feel stressed and pressured into doing anything. Yeah, Josephine?
Can you deposit your salary into the bank Trustify?
Once the bank is set up, there's no reason why you won't be able to. Once you've got a proper banking setup, but it will depend on your employer, and it will also, depend on a couple of other factors. But there's no reason why they couldn't.
Oh, Tony, one more question.
Yeah.
What is your preferred stable coin? And are stable coins the same as staking?
No. Staking is where you're freezing your crypto in order to earn a return. And what you do is you're basically using your crypto for the liquidity pool, so that transactions can't happen unless there's a pool of money in the center for them to be buying and selling, and you get a return on that and through the fees that are divvied up. Stable coins are going to be really, really important in the crypto landscape, because they're our way of getting into crypto, and they're the way of we often take profit to a stable coin. There's a few choices, and I could do another full presentation on stable coins easily, but USDT is one of them. That is a US dollar pegged stable coin, but it's not USA based, and they don't. So there is a bit of a conflict going on there about whether they should conform to American regulations. They don't like it that they're offshore. They're offshore from America, but they're the biggest stable coin. And they've got the most reach. Then USDC is the regulated American one. That's a good one. At this point, it's good anyway. It's still relatively, untainted. And then there are others that sort of got to be careful with stable coins. There are ones that are backed by gold. It's called PAXG. You can put money into that, and people claim that that's a safer place because it's pegged to gold, and it will reflect the price of gold in real time. So I think it's around $2,400 and something gold. So you can, and the good thing is, if gold price goes up, then the value of your stable coin goes up. So that's cool. And I wouldn't, I don't know, I'm not an expert on any of the other stable coins, so I tend to not use them. The USDT, USDC, and PAXG. And PAXG, I think, is a particularly interesting one. I think that's probably the safest place.
Thanks, Tony.
No worries. We will go more into things like stable coins. I'm also going to do a presentation on what NFT is, because NFTs are going to be are interesting, particularly for tokenization. And I'll look at things like decentralized finance as well, and how we can actually start earning income, passive income. Comes with more risk, but then it's a risk-reward ratio that we've got to evaluate. But I just think, there's going to be a lot of things changing very quickly in the next few months. So I always exercise a bit of extra caution, and I rather just keep my crypto on ice in a cold wallet or in a good decentralized wallet, and just watch the space before I make any, real rash moves. Oh, hi, Fiona. You want to ask a question?
I know, yeah. I was just wondering about the Trustify wallet. When you said it will just take Ethereum at the moment, is that right?
Yeah, and I think it does USDC as well on the Ethereum blockchain. It will take USDC.
Okay, so you'd send in on the Ethereum blockchain then?
Yes.
Yeah.
It must go on the Ethereum blockchain. Don't
Yep.
send it on any other blockchain.
No, that's the only blockchain, eh? Yep.
Yes. At this point, as they evolve, they're going to add a lot more tokens, and they may even add other networks. But right now, it's Ethereum, and it's ETH or USDC.
Thank you.
No worries. Anyone else want to ask anything? Do you want to ask another question, Jose?
Yes. This Trustify, the bank, you said it is using Ethereum. So that means it has a Ethereum gas fee.
Yes, it does.
So for every transaction, you have to pay an Ethereum gas fee.
Yep, you do. You still have to pay the gas fees.
Do you know how much that is?
It varies. Gas fee is determined by how busy the blockchain is, and it's usually around $1 or $2 when it's quite quiet. It can be up to about $3 or $4 when it gets really busy. But sending ETH isn't too expensive. Sometimes it can be under $1. But yeah, sometimes it can be up to $5. It's where it gets expensive with Ethereum is when you're swapping tokens. The swapping of a token can cost you sometimes $20 or $30 or $40. That's where it gets expensive. But sending, and obviously you're only paying a fee when you're sending crypto. You don't pay when you receive it. And yeah, the fees are not too bad at the moment because they've done this upgrade. Ethereum blockchain did an upgrade where they made it a bit cheaper for fees. So that's helped.
Tony, does that mean that every time you did a transaction on the debit card, they could charge you up to $5?
We don't know about the credit card yet. No, I think sending money onto the credit card will be different.
Okay.
And we'll have to wait to see what but I think that'll be, if there's a charge at all, it'll probably be just a few cents. And then, but you may well incur a fee from the card issuer. I mean, they're going to probably have a fee, a standard fee that you would use, depending on, again, on the EFTPOS machine. And, you know, there's going to be different options there, and we have to wait and see when they launch as to what they are. But I think converting your crypto into the card, I think, should be either free or basically virtually just a minuscule amount. Alrighty.
Tony, I'm still on the Ethereum, but so if you were sending in, you would send in Ethereum as opposed to USDC.
I would in this case, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the only token that was shown.
Yeah.
But they do say that they will pay you in USDC. But I think just to be safe, use Ethereum, because that is the best one to have, because that's the gas fee token as well.
Yeah.
So probably the best token to have anyway.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers. Okay, everyone. Well, if anyone else has got any other queries about anything I covered, you know, the Decent wallet or the Trustify, just reach out on you know, after this on the messenger, and I'm happy to. And I am going to be having another session on it on Friday, the 13th of September. I'll let you know through the database. Yeah. And if anyone's in Auckland, you want to come to our offline, I'm doing something on Saturday, the 7th of September as well. Okay. No more questions? Thanks, Fenna. Sorry about the mucking around with the technology at first. It was the second to last day of Mercury retrograde. I look forward to Mercury going direct. Okay. Have a good evening, everyone. Talk soon. Bye.